Bro, I am finna get my blankie and sit on my old engine. Cause I just realized something. When you all look back on this like 2-3 more years, you all will see what I mean. Like, I really did everything I said I was going to do. I have an engine, but it's not for this. I was able to see dinosaurs, but in realizing that I see dinosaurs every single day, I started to appreciate the dinosaurs because that means that their ancestors survived those hard times. And when the new life came, they were able to thrive in it. And because they were able to thrive through the struggle alone, their descendants were able to really blossom into something beautiful. You feel what I'm saying? They were able to level up. And now they fly and take to the skies. And some take to the ground too. And I even had a dream of wanting to do whatever, whenever, however, and I do that every day. But that just lets me know that if I want to do certain things, I got to be scared. Or at the very least, if I got to do things that scare me, I have to do it despite me being scared. You know what I'm saying? So in my new life that I'm really walking into right now, or let me rephrase that, I retract that statement. In this new light and new life that I'm already in, I realize that I've gotten everything that I've asked for. So now God wants me to rest. God wants me to rest in the fact that I've already done everything that I needed to. And the saddest thing about it, which was really the best and happiest thing about it, was the fact that I had to sacrifice this dream here of trying to take this thing out. Because in letting go of this freaking car, I was able to see how I already did what I said I was gonna do. And maybe I just kept this up in a sort of hopes of maybe I can probably do it. But in letting go of that dream, I was able to get the exact same thing that I wanted. Think of it like this ring. I used to have metal rings, but once God told me to pivot, that was when I was able to see how I can use fabric instead of wires, because metal acts as ground for you, and sometimes that's a bad thing. And so I started making fabric things to the point where you start seeing me with more fabric on me at all. And so when I move on to my new location, my new staycation, my new vacation, my new treacherous mitigation, nah, it ain't mitigation nor litigation. This is something like Fantasia at a train station. Ooh. But realize and understand, when you truly have everything that you wanted and everything that people said you'd never get, life gets, I wouldn't say boring, but it gets peaceful. And don't mistake that boringness for peacefulness. You've done everything that you said that you were gonna do. It may not look like what you wanted it to be, but it dang sure is something that you can die being proud of. So yes, I can proudly say I officially made my engine, my jet engine at that. But it's not for the land, and I have to accept that. I have to accept the fact that this engine will never touch land ever again, or at the very least not right now, because it was never meant to be. And so in recognizing that it was never meant to be, I just accepted it, and now I can just benefit from it. And maybe that's the lesson that I want to go and teach you all on here right now. I know I say hold on to your dreams, and trust me, hold on to those dreams. However, certain aspects, if not entire dreams, have to collapse in order for you to get exactly what you want. And let me refer back to this here. If you wanted a ring, but you knew you didn't have metal, or you didn't want to use metal, and instead you switched from metal to plastic or fabric, you now got the ring. It's just not a metal ring. And now that's a whole type of sector and section of not only your life, but of society and the economy thereof that you are a master of. Because nobody except you took on that burden. I wouldn't say burden per se, but you took on that risk of doing something new, and you benefited from it because you learned a skill that no one else knows. And so now I'm a rest because I genuinely don't know how to freaking celebrate. Post Malone was truly right. Like, work so hard for God House to vacation, because how do you celebrate when it feels like every day you're just working? Like, it feels like every day you're just working. Or at the very least, it's like your work is inseparable from you, you know? And I just got the freaking answers in my head. Like, if your work is inseparable from you, then just do it for fun. Like, not every song that you make has to be posted out there, and not everything that you create has to be shown to everybody. Not everything has to be commoditized. Sometimes you have to do it for you. And maybe that's your vacation. Maybe the vacation is just doing things for you before doing things that'll actually help other people. Because once you acknowledge that you've actually done everything, like I literally did everything I set out to do, and now it kind of feels underwhelming. Because I made money from my music, I made the engine, I've seen dinosaurs, and now it's like I still want more. You feel what I'm saying? I still want to do more now. I have brand new dreams. But the fact that that past version of me up to now has gotten everything that he wanted, he would be so proud of being in my position. Because that means that I did it. I can do it again. So now I rest, knowing for 100% fact that I did it. And yeah, that's the video. Yeah, I should be so